Shane, what's up, man? Wow. Okay, I could have my own channel with nothing but my dreams on there, cause like my dreams are are crazy. But it's odd that I remember the majority of them. But just to give you a little taste of my dreams. Okay, one dream. Okay, and this dream actually had some YouTubers in my dream. I was outside. Okay, I was at my grandparents' house. Now, my grandparents, they have a one-level house with a full basement that'll come into play later. And I was outside. At one end of the house, there's a screened-in porch, patio. And me and my grandfather, we was outside the bottom of the stairs in the backyard. And we were talking, and I kind of saw, using my peripherals, saw out of the corner of my eye, I saw my grandmother. She was this turned into something like a Japanese anime type, storyline somehow. But my grandmother was like on the side of the house, just the back of the house, on the top level, and it's like there's no patio or porch or something. She was just like kind of climbed out the window and just was like hanging on the side of the house, and she had on a sweatsuit and with a cape on it, and I'm staring, and my granddad, he turns around, and then she jumps off the house to do like it was some kind of maneuver. Okay, let's see. This is my grandmother. Okay, let's see if I can. She's up, let's see, up on the house and jumps down and does like a tuck and roll type thing, where she tucks and rolls when she hits the ground, and then stands straight up. And then just stands there. And Lord, it was odd because like my grandfather, he got mad. He went over to her. He's like, "What you doing, woman?" And then they got to arguing and stuff, and then I came into it like, okay, this is where the anime comes in. It wasn't anime, but like it's anime-ish. I come in and I'm like, "Granddad, you're not putting your hands on my grandma." And then like I'm like, I turn into like a superhero or something. And like we're in like a wrestling ring or something, and then like it was like some lucha libre type stuff, jumping off top ropes and doing power bombs and all kind of crazy stuff, and then I defeated my grandfather in lucha libre style. And then I went to rescue my grandmother in like heroin-esque type fashion, and she was already, she had like how they had the females in like anime, they had like the dating voice. She's like, "Yeah." I was like, "Are you alright, ma'am?" She's like, "I'm alright." And so it went from there. Okay, now I said the house is one level with a full basement. Now there's a patio out back, and you go from the patio, there's a sliding glass door that goes into the basement, and that goes into the den in the basement. So after I make sure my grandma's alright, I walk into the house, and in the den, and I see fellow YouTubers, comedian JP Justice, and talented singer and motivational speaker extraordinaire Jamoki TV. They're sitting on my grandparents' sofas, talking and watching TV. And so I come in, and I'm kind of like, "Hey, what's up, guys?" He's like, "What's up?" And like, "What are you doing?" "Oh, just chilling, man, watching a little TV." And I'm like, "Okay." And so I didn't really think nothing of it. And so I went and sat down and started talking with them. Now, next thing I know, a tiger walks around the corner and is just standing there. And we all stand up in unison. And we're just like kind of froze And I'm looking at JP, JP looking at Jamoke, Jamoke looking at me, and we just kind of look at the tiger, and the tiger's kind of growling a little bit, not like I'm going to eat your face off growling, but just like know that I run shit kind of growling, you know. And we're trying to, I guess, trying to decide what we're going to do, and Jamoke was like, you gotta hit it in the head. You gotta show them who's boss, who's the alpha. I was like, Jamoke, that works with dogs. That you see, and if anybody that watches this has ever seen a tiger in person, they're huge. They are really big, and they're like horse size but longer. But they're humongous. Nothing you want to fuck with. I'm telling you, seriously. And so I'm like, okay, no, why don't we just kind of make our way toward the sliding glass door and get out of the house? And JP was like, yeah, but I'm the furthest away, you know. So so I was like, well, I tell you what, count of three, we're going to do something, because I'm making my way toward that sliding glass door. And then the tiger, he kind of, you know, he gets a little louder, like, "Rah!" And that's all it took. All three of us, bam, shot out that sliding glass door. Well, me and JP did. Jamoke, he's kind of, I don't know, trying to make friends with it or something. I don't know. And then we hear this "Rah!" again, and see him come running out the house, and the tiger's behind him. And then we run. I run behind the car. JP run back in the house, and it was crazy, because we did that about 3 or 4 times, running in the house, out the house, getting away from that tiger, because the tiger was just kind of playing with us, you know, not like playful, not that kind, just like, you know, I pretty much can eat you anytime I want to, but I kind of want to be mildly entertained before, you know, I have my supper, you know. So that was pretty much it, pretty much the extent of my dream. You know, I have crazy dreams all the time, and which, you know, I might start doing that. I might start having a day where I just tell about my crazy dreams on my page. So Shane, if you see this, man, I hope you like it, and you know, want to do a skit about it or something. And you know, if you want, you can give me a shout out, man. Hey, Fat Buster Samurai, Redbeard 86. You know, that would be awesome. I love your videos, man, and you be blessed. Peace.